This outward celebration that we will see and hear, I believe, is an expression of the inner love and devotion that they have in their hearts towards one another. I believe marriage is of God, and Stephanie and Justin come today desiring to be united in this sacred relationship of marriage. The ceremony of marriage in which you come to be united is one of the finest and oldest ceremonies in the entire world. Celebrated in the beginning in the presence of God Himself, marriage is a gift in that we give ourselves totally to one another. It's the clasping of hands, the blending of two hearts, the union of two lives at once, or into one, and your marriage must stand not by the authority of the state or by the seal on the wedding certificate, but by the strength and power of the faith and love you have in one another. Don't face each other, you already are. Sorry. It's in the script. All right, we're going to join hands now and express your vows of love and devotion to each other. Justin, will you please repeat this vow to Stephanie, saying after me, I, Justin, take you, Stephanie, to be my wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, I promise to love and cherish you. Stephanie, will you please repeat this vow to Justin, saying after me, I, Stephanie, take you, Justin, to be my husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, I promise to love and cherish you. The Word of God tells us what love is like and what love does. Love is patient, love is kind, love is not jealous, love does not brag and is not arrogant. It does not act unbecomingly, it does not seek its own, it's not provoked, and it does not take into account a wrong suffered. It does not rejoice in unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth, for love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. But above all, love never fails. Having this kind of love in your hearts for one another, you've chosen to exchange rings as a sign and seal of the promises you're making to one another today. Do you have a ring for Stephanie? Do you have a ring for Stephanie? All right. Rings are very large in their significance. They are made of a precious metal and precious stone. And that reminds us that love is not cheap or common, but indeed love is very costly and dear to us. These rings are also made in a circle, and their design tells us that we must keep love continuous throughout our whole lives, even as the circle of the ring is continuous. As you wear these rings, whether you're together or apart for even just a moment, may these rings be a constant reminder of the promises you're making to one another this day. Justin? Place it on the third ring finger of Stephanie's left hand. Sorry. Hold her hand. Repeat this promise. Say after me. With this ring, I seal my promise to be your faithful and loving husband, as God is my witness. With this ring, I seal my promise to be your faithful and loving wife, as God is my witness. Stephanie and Justin, you've come here today before us and before God and have expressed your desire to become husband and wife. You have shown your love and affection by joining hands and have made promises of faith and devotion to each other, and have sealed these promises by the giving and the receiving of the rings. Therefore, it is my privilege as a minister, and by the authority given to me by the state of Texas, I now pronounce that you are husband and wife. Justin, you may kiss your bride. Yay! Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Gomez.